Sleeping on the boom low, 'cause my heart is taking any.
Whoa. Hold on. What was that note? Hold on. That was the lowest lip roll. How does he do it so low? Hold on a second. Let's hear that again.
On the boom low, 'cause my heart
That was an A.
is taking any.
Oh my God, that was an E natural. How low can I lip roll? I've just been starting to get the low ones going. Hold on. Wait, let me use my fancy mic. I got a beatboxing mic. How's it get down there? Oh my God. All right, that is outrageous. So what I was doing was I just wanted to poke around a little bit and check out Stanin before I react to this. This is the TNT, the AC/DC. TNT. I can't wait to hear what he's going to do with this. And the reason is because I reacted to one of his things and it was amazing, but it sounded like there was a lot of studio stuff in it. And for me, as kind of somebody who's really interested in beatboxing, I'm also a vocal coach reactor on YouTube. Like, I want to understand what was the studio, what am I hearing that's from the studio, and what am I hearing from an actual human being making sounds with his voice, you know? That's what this is kind of about for me. And he is such an incredible singer. I feel like there's also a lot to talk about in his singing. So this is going to be a fun reaction to do. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work. This is my website here. I have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me here in the Manhattan, tri-state, Philadelphia area. We do in-person lessons out here, but we have students online all over the world. So if you need a vocal coach, hit us up. The link is down in the description. Last thing to tell you about, as music reactors, our reactions make money for the artists we react to typically because they put a copyright claim on their music. So that makes all of the ads on my videos make money for the artist, and I have no problem with that. I love that my reactions make money for artists. I'm an artist, yeah, that's cool. Only thing that means, though, is that the support I get on Patreon actually keeps me making as much content as I do, and for that, I try to provide as much value over there for you guys as I can. YouTube's like the tip of the iceberg, so I am putting up a bunch of beatboxing stuff, and that will continue to go because I'm super obsessed with it right now. So if you want to join the adventure, link's also down in the description for my Patreon, okay? Thanks for the support. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. All right, here we go. We're going to check this out and just break it down. All right, here we go. I'll try to keep it together and listen to as much as I can before I stop and start brain dumping on you guys. All right, here we go. Stanin, TNT, AC/DC cover.
Sunset on your color TV screen.
Wow.
If you know what I mean. Women to the left of me.
Oh, wow.
Women to the right. He got no gun. He got no knife. Don't you start no fight. 'Cause I'm TNT.
Wow.
TNT. In the bring on the fight. TNT. I'm a prayer on the flip. Watch me explode.
Whoa. What? That's at E natural again.
So look up your daughter, look up your wife, look up your back daughter, and run for your life. The man is back in town. Don't you mess me around.
Oh! Ah! This is amazing.
Cause I'm TNT. You know, feel all the vibe. Power of love. TNT. Watch me explode.
I love this little triumphant pose at the end. Oh my God. What in the world? All right. I mean, God. Like, so what's that singing stuff? You know, it's like there's so much to break down. My God, there's so much to break down. I just can't wait to keep getting better at beatboxing so I can react more and more accurately. There's some of it just goes over my head, but most of this I think I understand at least what he's doing. Oh my God. I'm just going to go back. I have so much to say. Let's talk about this. That was that was just insane. That was crazy. I can't even talk. I'm like, all right, let's break it down a bit here. So first of all, there's definitely some effects, it sounds like to my ear, on this. Obviously, we've got the big reverb stuff, but it also sounds to me like they're using some actual distortion effect on his vocal in addition to the, to the, like, just reverb. So that's like a throat bass, right? It's interesting. Now that I've been messing around with either it's vibration bass or a polyphonic chest bass. Let me see if I can do it. Like that kind of a thing. It's like I'm singing a note and then an octave and a fifth below that note is... So I'm singing this note and then we've got... oh no, maybe it's an octave up. Hold on. I'm singing this note and then that note's vibrating. Somebody was telling me that was vibration bass. Other people were telling me that that is not vibration bass, that's a polyphonic chest bass. I don't know. But throat bass, so throat bass, as I think, when you do it an octave below instead of the fifth. And sometimes I can control it. Ooh, yeah, there we go. So that's like throat bass, right? So I'm singing that note. I'm doing my arytenoids an octave below. And then I think this is vibration. Throat. Vibration. Is that right? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. So he's doing some throat bass here. I think that's throat, but... I can't, whenever I get my pitch too high, whenever I start getting if I try to do throat bass too high now that I'm doing that octave and a fifth below vibration bass thing, if it is, I can't do throat bass high because it always goes to the low. Watch. I'm hitting that when I want to be hitting this. I'm getting that. I can't get my throat bass up to the... Anyway, we're nerding out a little bit. Let's keep going here. So that, again, I'll just go to this view for a minute. He went down to, I think it was an E. Was it? Hold on, let's see there. I think that was an E. Boom. It's like an E flat. But remember, E at C flat. The lowest I can get so far. Like B flat. So now that the oi There were a couple moments where it almost looked like it was tracked in there, where it was like I couldn't tell. We're going to examine that now to see. My mind went, wait, did I hear an oi when he was actually making another sound completely, which you wouldn't be able to make a beatboxing sound and use oi, which is like a full vocal sound. I don't think. I mean, I've been wrong before about beatboxing sounds, but so let me. Okay, there was one right there, but I think it was maybe a delay. Oi, oi, like a delay, like a repeated echo effect. Watch. Yeah, there was. So I heard a oi. There was like a quieter oi. So technically, he didn't. Wait, let me go to my normal view here. So technically, he didn't. He didn't sing the second oi, but he didn't. It was just the delay effect that did it. Yeah, you can hear the repetition of the oi in a delay effect. Okay. I don't know. Is that cheating? I know this isn't, there's no such thing as cheating here because this is just a piece of art. We're looking at a beatboxing vocalist who did a studio version with studio effects on it as a piece of art, So it's just the way we have to think about it. It's not right or wrong. It's not cheating. The only time it would be cheating is if he said, no, there's no studio effects on this. This is all my voice. That would be the only time that would be cheating. I don't think he's declaring in any way that this is not studio effects. And for what it's worth also, he can do all of these sounds. He did all of these sounds. So, we're not questioning his ability anywhere. It's more so for me as a newbie student, as a white belt beatboxer. For me, it's more like I want to understand how to do it, and I want to understand what it's supposed to sound like, and I need to kind of know what it sounds like in a normal context, like with a normal mic, so it can help me understand it. It's that kind of thing.
See me right and on that sunset on the
Now, it sounds to me like there's some distortion effect on the vocals, which gives that sort of overdrive sound. It sounds like there's a little bit of that going on. It makes it sound edgier. Do I have set up on my little? I don't think I have. Next time I'll program in on my little looper. I've got distortion effects I could just turn on to show you, and it's like a guitar distortion type of a sound. It sounds like there's a little bit of that on his vocals here, right there especially. And it gives it more edge, which he's in like kind of a falsetto. He's in like a falsetto mix in his singing. And when you put distortion on your vocal, it just gives your vocals more edge and more like cut to them. And he's kind of doing it. He's got false vocal fold activation in his singing, which the lead singer for AC/DC, that's his thing. And these are, the false chords are a mucosal membrane above the vocal folds in the chain. And beatboxers use them all the time for various sounds in their beatboxing, I'm coming to learn, which is so interesting. He not only can do all the beatboxing coordinations, but he can use grit in his singing voice too. What a talented dude. The textures of his lip rolls are so cool. Notice how much space he has. Like when he does it, it's like there's a big hole. It's like, and his lips just going blah, 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 blah in there. Oh my God. Also, what's so cool about what he's doing is how well he sings and then integrates those percussive sounds into the singing. He does it so well. If you haven't tried doing that yet, I've tried a couple times. It's really hard to make it sound anything but weird. But he makes it work. Is that a rim shot? The I've been working on that. I watched some tutorial over on Patreon about, I can't remember which one that was. Oh, it was it may have been the inward K with Skiller. And is that Skiller? I get Skiller and Improv. I get some of the names of the beatboxers mixed up, so I'm still that much of a newbie. But I watched this inward K. That was really interesting. So there's like the rim shot, which you do the inward K thing, but you do it just by creating pressure and not sucking in air. And then inward K is, which I'm not good at. I don't feel I'm good at it yet based on the amazing ones I've heard on YouTube, but I understand the concept. Like, it's like a corner of your mouth thing, corner of your tongue pressure thing. I think this is a rim shot, right? That. If you know what? It's so hard. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Maybe it's just an inward K. If you know what I mean. Huh. I don't think his is breathing. It looks like it must be a rim shot. Oh, wait. See, that was an E flat. I hit that one, I think, unless he was an octave below me. Was he an octave below? That sounded. I would love to be able to do that. That would be fun. I can't turn off my frickin' polyphonic thing now. I'm getting da. This is so weird. Oh. What are those do? See, that's throat bass.
If you know what I mean.
And then I guess I was told there was some there's the lip roll, then there's like sub bass where you go, which is kind of similar but not quite as spitty flappy. See, that sounded really like a distortion effect right there on his vocal. Right here. Definitely sounds like distortion to my ears.
Ain't got no knife. Don't you start no fight.
That one's lower than I can do. I would love to figure out how to get lower. I feel like I've kind of hit my anatomical limit on it a little bit. But then all of a sudden, sometimes I'll unlock things and I'll go lower. Sorry, I have the hiccups right now.
Cause I'm TNT.
He is doing the oi. He did the oi there. It's just the quiet repetition of it he is not doing.
Cause I'm TNT.
Can you hear it subtly repeated back there? Shoot. Now it's really created a problem because I can't. Yeah, my throat bass and whatever that polyphonic chest bass or vibration bass I'm doing, I get them confused now.
Watch me explode.
That sounds. What was that? Is that like a throat bass combined with a lip? I've wondered about that move. Hold on, let me try that. Let me see what that was again. Huh. don't know what that. I can't tell if the deep sound was made by the. Maybe that's what it was. Does that sound close? I can get kind of low with that sound. I wonder. So it's like an E flat. So that's a voiced. I'm going with my voice, but then my lips are doubling it, are doing an octave subharmonic. My lips are, or my voice is this. Is this a thing? What is that? Am I doing it? Is that it? That feels like he's kind of doing that sound. What is this sound? It's like a lip oscillation? A voiced lip oscillation? Or are they all lips? Or all voiced? Help! Ooh, that went even lower. I thought I saw D-Lo doing something like this before. I have so many questions!
Explode!
What is this part? I have so much to learn. That sounds crazy cool. There's some things that I notice as a newbie where it's like, it sounds super hard, but it doesn't sound like it would make my girlfriend go, like crazy. And then there are other things that are like wow sounds. This part feels like one of those wow sound parts. Oh, that. So there's a cool feature, by the way. If you use Google Chrome, there's a thing where you can slow stuff down and transpose it. If you just Google transpose YouTube videos, it'll install a free plugin for Google Chrome, which is really useful for situations like this. Watch, I'm going to turn it down to 75 speed so we can hear what he did right there. Oh my God. It's interesting. It's like a voiced sound. It's definitely like there's something about the lips being hooded like that and covered, and I think it kind of has like a little bit of like a like, see when I almost like almost like you get a vibration on your lips while you're humming. It feels like there's something like that in that sound. See, are you hearing that a little? I would love to learn how to do that. He's so chill too. He's just like a chill cat, just like his face. He doesn't. Whenever I've been doing beatboxing, by the way, if I get something that starts sounding cool, I notice my eyes get all big and where I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing it, and I look like such an idiot. If I ever figure out beatboxing, I'm gonna have to figure out how to also not look like an idiot when I'm doing it. See, that's like super distortion on the vocals.
So look up your daughter, look up your wife, look up the back daughter, and run for your life.
Look at the magno.
The man is back in town. Don't you?
What's that sound called?
Is back in town. Don't.
It's kind of like a. It's almost. Is that like a snare hit but voiced? Is that what that was?
To mess me around.
How does he get such depth? Hold on, let's play. I feel like I would need to turn up the low end EQ to get that depth. I don't have that. I'm hitting the same note as he is right here. If I get close to the mic and I get the proximity effect going, it adds some depth. My reverb sounds like it's even more reverby than his is. Sounds like we're in a big cathedral. So part of the depth comes from the reverb, but another part of it could also come from the EQ. See, I got closer. Here I'm further away. Ooh. All right, let me turn this off. That'll get crazy. Okay, we're back. So there's definitely, a difference in depth of tone as you start tinkering.
Don't you mess me around.
If I were to really do like beatboxing stuff, I would want to do stuff like this. This is really fun. Like a little bit of singing, a little bit of making cool beats at the same time. I'm not as interested in just doing like crazy tech patterns and stuff, although I want to have those skills. If I were to make music, I'd want to like do either stuff with my looper and make like really cool singing vocal things, or like, just straight up song constructions like this. I think that would be a lot of fun. So this part's really enhanced by the extra production stuff. It sounds like is happening around what he's doing with his voice throat. Here in the back, and the hear that? How he goes back and forth between. What was the second sound? Is that two inward sounds? No. Something like that, kind of. Did I almost kind of do it? Let me try it with my check. See my face? Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Oh my God.
To mess me around.
If I'm doing it way worse than he is.
Cause I'm the end.
I have to say, lip rolls are some of the most satisfying sounds that I've made so far in beatboxing. It feels so good. I do it obsessively around the house. Unless I'm in the room with my girlfriend, and then she just starts hitting me.
You know, feel all the vibe.
No. So now he's doing kind of a vocal fry thing here.
You know, feel all the vibe.
Actually, that sounds like maybe it's inward. Got my beat on the vibe. He's sucking in when I'm sucking in right now.
You know, feel all the vibe.
Their production, he's so good at producing this stuff. I would love to see a session of his where he's showing the effects work that he does on this. Like, I would love to look at a Logic or a Pro Tools session of what he does to make this happen. I think that would be very informative. And in fact, I also think it would be really informative for us as a community to see how Wing and how they do it at Beat Pella too, because the production coming out of Beat Pella House is insanely good. I've reacted to a couple things of theirs, the Freaky Monday and the K-pop medley over on Patreon. So amazing.
TNT. Watch me explode.
So those are your false chords. Vocal fry, it feels like a really gurgly low note. False chord grit, which is what AC/DC sings with and what he just did right there, that's a higher up in the back of your throat sound. That's that sound, and he just did that there.
Watch me explode.
Look at how flappy his lip roll gets. That was so much fun. God, it was so much fun. 31 minutes? Did I just spend 31 minutes doing that? What is happening? Oh my God. All right. There it is. I just spent 31 minutes. Hopefully somebody watches this. All right. I'll see you in my next one. Cheers.